Have you ever wondered how to start investing with a small budget? A common misconception is that investing is a game reserved for the rich, but that's not true. Investing is not about how much money you have, it's about making your money work for you. Imagine this, you're planting a tree. Even the smallest seed, given the right care and conditions, can grow into a giant tree over time. Investing works in a similar way. Even with a small amount of money you can cultivate it, and over time it can grow into a significant sum. This is largely due to the power of compound interest, where your earnings generate even more earnings. This isn't just about making more money though, it's about setting yourself up for financial security and freedom. So no matter your budget, investing is a step toward financial security that you can take today. First, we need to understand our budget. Now, this might seem like a daunting task, but it's actually simpler than you might think. Imagine your budget as the financial blueprint of your life. It's all about tracking your income and expenses to determine how much you have left to invest. Understanding your budget starts with figuring out your income. This is the total amount of money you earn from your job, side hustles, or any other sources. Write down your total income, and remember, we're talking about after-tax income here, the actual amount that hits your bank account. Next, we move on to expenses, the money you spend. This includes everything from your rent or mortgage, bills, groceries, transportation costs, and yes, even those morning lattes. It's important to be thorough here, no expense is too small to consider. Now, subtract your expenses from your income. The result? That's your net income. If you have money left over, congratulations. You're living within your means. If not, don't worry. This is an opportunity to examine your spending habits and make necessary adjustments. So, where does saving fit into all of this? Well, saving is what you do with the money you have left after all your expenses are covered. It's a crucial step before investing. Think of it as a safety net. This money can cover unexpected expenses or provide support during tough times. When it comes to investing, there's one golden rule. Only invest money that you can afford to lose. It's an exciting world, but it's not without risks. This is why it's essential to have a solid emergency fund in place before you start dabbling in investments. Remember, investing isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It's not about making quick cash, but about growing your wealth over time. And to do that successfully, you need to understand and respect your budget. So, take some time, sit down, and really get to know your budget. It might take a bit of time and effort, but trust me, it's worth it. Once you know your budget, you can start exploring different investment options. So, you have your first $100 ready to invest. Now what? Well, let's dive into the world of investment options for such a budget. It might seem like a small amount, but don't underestimate the potential of $100. It's quite enough to dip your toes into the investment pool and start learning the ropes. Firstly, you might consider stocks. Yes, you heard right. You can buy shares of companies with your $100. However, it's important to note that individual stocks can be risky, especially for a beginner. This is because the price of individual stocks can fluctuate quite a lot. And if you're not careful, you could lose some or all of your investment. Now, if you prefer a less risky option, bonds could be your go-to. Bonds are essentially loans you give to the government or a corporation. In return, you get your money back with interest after a certain period. However, the returns on bonds are usually lower than stocks. Another great alternative is mutual funds. These are investment vehicles that pool money from many investors to purchase a diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, or other assets. The beauty of mutual funds is that they allow you to invest in a broad range of assets without needing a lot of money. But given your budget, the best place to start might be low-cost index funds or exchange-traded funds, ETFs. These funds aim to track the performance of a specific index, like the S&P 500. They offer a way to invest in a lot of different stocks or bonds at once, which can reduce your risk. Plus, they typically have lower fees than mutual funds, which can make them a good choice for beginners with a small budget. Remember, every investment comes with its own set of benefits and risks. The key here is to start learning about each option, understand the risks involved, and make informed decisions. Remember, the goal with a small budget is to learn and grow your investment over time. So, let your $100 bill be the first step on your journey to financial independence. If you have a slightly larger budget, say $1,000, there are even more options available. Investing with $1,000 opens up exciting opportunities. You can now consider investing in robo-advisors and brokerage accounts. Robo-advisors are automated investment platforms that use algorithms to manage your portfolio. These platforms require minimal human intervention and can offer a cost-effective way to invest. You simply input your financial goals and risk tolerance, and the robo-advisor does the rest. It constructs a diversified portfolio, typically comprised of low-cost, exchange-traded funds. The benefits of robo-advisors include lower costs, ease of use, and automatic portfolio rebalancing. The downside? Well, you're largely on your own. There's limited human interaction, and the advice you receive is more generic than personal. Now let's turn to brokerage accounts. These accounts give you more control over your investments. You can buy and sell stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and other securities. With $1,000, you can start building a diversified portfolio by investing in a mix of these assets. The beauty of a brokerage account is the freedom it gives you. You can hand-pick investments that align with your financial goals and risk tolerance. And with many online brokerages offering zero-commission trades, it's an affordable way to dive into the world of investing. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. You need to do your homework and understand the risks of each investment. And since there's no automatic rebalancing, you'll need to monitor your portfolio regularly to ensure it stays aligned with your investment goals. Both robo-advisors and brokerage accounts have their place in the world of investing. The right choice depends on your investment goals, risk tolerance, and the level of control you desire. With a larger budget, you can start diversifying your portfolio and potentially earn higher returns. Remember, investing isn't about getting rich quick. It's about gradually building wealth over time, and the sooner you start, the better. So take that $1,000 and make it work for you. Now, if you have a substantial budget of $10,000, you can consider even more sophisticated investment strategies. Let's start with real estate crowdfunding. In essence, it's a method of pooling together funds from multiple investors to purchase property. Instead of buying an entire property yourself, you're buying a piece of a property. The advantage here is that you can start investing in real estate with a smaller amount of capital, and you also spread out your risk across multiple properties. However, it's essential to remember that like any investment, there are risks, and returns are never guaranteed. Next, there's peer-to-peer lending. This is a form of direct lending between lenders and borrowers. In this case, you're the lender, and you can earn interest on the money you lend. It's a great way to diversify your portfolio and generate a steady income stream. However, the risk here is borrower default. You need to be prepared for the possibility that you might not get your money back. Then there's investing in individual stocks and bonds. This is a more traditional form of investing and can be a good option if you're willing to do your research and take on a bit of risk. Stocks can provide high returns, but they also come with high risk. Bonds, on the other hand, are generally safer, but offer lower returns. For instance, you could choose to invest in a mix of blue-chip stocks, which are shares in large, well-established companies with a history of solid performance. These can provide steady returns and are generally considered less risky than smaller, less established companies. On the other hand, bonds are a type of loan you make to a company or government in exchange for regular interest payments and the return of the original investment at the end of a set period. They can provide a steady income stream and are generally considered lower risk than stocks, but the returns may not be as high. With a substantial budget, you can make more significant investments and potentially achieve financial independence sooner. Investing is a journey, and it's never too late to start. We've covered a lot of ground today, from understanding your budget to stepping into the world of investing with as little as $100. The key takeaway is simple. Start small, learn as you go, and don't be afraid to take calculated risks. You don't need a fortune to begin investing. Whether your budget is $100, $1,000, or $10,000, there are investment options available for you. As you become more comfortable and your budget allows, you can gradually increase your investments. It's all about growing at a pace that suits your financial situation and comfort level. The world of investing might seem intimidating at first, but remember, every expert was once a beginner. So, take that first step, learn, grow, and let your money work for you. Remember, investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but a way to grow your wealth over time. Start today, no matter your budget, and take the first step toward your financial future.